Hello, my name is Xander Lumsden and this is my PureGym Level 3 Practical Video Assessment. First of all, I'm with my client Henry Lumsden. How are you today?
Good, thanks. Yourself?
I'm really good, thank you. So first of all, thank you for setting up the client consent form. Bit about today is we are going to look through the programme that I've made for you to reach your goals and accomplish more. So, first off, we're just going to go through basic warm-ups. So this will be, the treadmill, nothing too crazy. We'll just be 5 minutes on, not too hard, not too easy. You want to get your blood pumping and make sure your muscles are quite warm. We're then going to move on to some nice stretches, get the body loose, make sure you're not too tight, avoid any injury, anything like that. Then we're going to move on to the main cardiovascular section of the programme, which is then the roars, as you can see. We're going to be in the row machine for 10 minutes. So for this, because it is the main CV component, we want to be up in your level. We want to be getting your body at a point where you can work at maximum if need be. So for this, we're going to be working at RPE level 8, 80% of your max heart rate, okay? For here, for the main session, for the main component of the session, which is your weights and whatnot, we're going to start off with nice and easy, which is free weight dumbbell press. Now, we're going to be doing incline today, we're not going to be doing flat. So what this is going to work basically is your pectoralis major, which is your chest. The incline is going to allow you to work the upper portion of your chest to give you a fuller look. We're then going to move on to body weight pull-ups, okay, nice and easy. We're then going to be on to dips. Moving on. Still on free weights, we're going to go for some triceps now. We're going to go for some dumbbell curls. We're going to go for some hammer curls and some weight lifts. If you've got any questions, we can go over that later. This might seem a bit much now, but don't worry, we're going to cover all this soon. To finish it off nicely, not too much, we're going to go on a cool down. So we're going to be in a treadmill for 5 minutes, nothing too crazy. Then finish off with some stretches. Do you have any questions before we start? Any worries, anything?
Good.
Everything good? No problem. Right, well, if we follow through here, we'll move on to the room. So what we're going to be doing here is, we're going to be getting the client nice and warmed up on the treadmill. So, I will show you very quickly. So, when you're on the treadmill, first of all, you want to get an emergency clip and you want to put this on you, okay? From here, the start button. When this starts, it will do a slow pace. From here, you will then use the buttons to increase or decrease the speed of the machine. The buttons on the left is your ascent or descent, depending on how hard you want to go. We're just going to go at a light pace, 5-10 minutes. Does that seem okay? Right, let's get ready to start. Let's go.
Our safety commitment to ensure safety in the gym and meeting systems for information. In the event of an accident, or if you or someone else is in need of medical assistance, please contact the CCTV team by using a red emergency helpline to dial 0203 085 476. A defibrillator and first aid kit are available in the designated safety station located near the entrance of the gym.
There we go. It's 5-10 minutes, nice and easy, okay?
What speed should I do?
So because we're warming up, we're working at a very good percent, so we're going to be working at 50% of your heart rate. So I want you to maybe work at a level of 6, a light jog into a slow run, if that makes sense. That'd be good. Just making sure. So like I said, it's going to be going through the motions, going through this, getting yourselves nice and warmed up for the main session. Any other questions? No problem. So, go for the fit. Nice and easy. How you feeling? Feeling good? Keep it going, that's good, keep it going. This is allowing us to stop, get injured in our route. Try and watch not get injured. Make sure your body must go on for the next exercise. Keep it going. 2 minutes to go, 2 minutes to go. How you feeling? You're fine, you're good. Your back straight, good motions, you're good. Legs moving forward, nice. Nice, breathe out through the nose, out through the mouth. Yeah. Almost got a minute left. Keep going, well done. Keep that pace, keep getting warm. Nice form. Now that you're all warmed up, now we're going to safely turn the machine off and just watch the blood come to a decrease in speed. Make sure you're going to trip up with yourself, okay? Yep, so you press that stop button, it will come to a 3, 2, 1, it will stop. Now from here, wait till it's finally stopped on the railings. Now we're going to safely unattach the pin from the coats and put it back on. Well done. How do you feel? Good, no problem. Okay, so now we're going to go through to the studio room and get ourselves stretched off for the next exercise, okay? If you just follow me, pick this camera up. Do you mind grabbing that little remote for me, thank you? Going to go through the studio. Okay, so the first one we're going to do here are just nice and simple leg swings. Right, so from here, you go up to the wall. Right, let's see to the wall. From here, so we're going to go for spinning. and move, swing left to right, okay? Do this 10 reps on each leg, rest for 15 seconds, okay? Excellent. Nice. Good. That's right. Nice. So we rest for 15 minutes. 2 more sets, that's okay. Nice and easy. There you go. Good.
Anytime. You can.
Yeah, right, when you're ready to set off, right, let's go. Nice, just go. You'll be feeling this in your adductors and abductors, okay? Your adductors are on the inside, and your abductors on the outside of your leg. Yes. Right, rest for 15. Go for the last set, and then go over to the next stretch. Okay. So the next stretch, we're going to do is arm circles, nice and easy. Straight into that after. Right, when you're ready, set off. We're all good. Let's go. Your legs shoulder down. Warm. Good. Okay, next get your legs all shake off, and we'll move on to the next exercise. Okay? So the next stretch we've got, get a drink of water first actually. So nice and easy. What we're going to do is we're going to do this one-handed, so we can do them both at the same time. Simple arm circles. Yeah? Not too fast, not too slow. Just at a good pace. Stretch over, down, points and shoulders. Okay? Get the nice lifts to go front. So we're going to do 5 each. Back to me. 5 then, front. Okay? 15 seconds rest. 3 reps. 3 sets.
5.
Yep. 5 and 5. Yep.
Then we go fast or slow.
You don't want to sit in the middle. You don't want to go too fast to get around yourself. You don't want to go too slow, right? You want to be able to continuously feel the burn. Yeah? And really stretch it at the top. Really stretch it. There we go. There we go. Okay, so for the last set,
1, 2.
do one more set, and we'll move on to the very last stretch before our main session. Okay? How are you feeling so far? Okay? Nice and warm. Good. Nice and slow. When you feel that the most? Okay. So shoulders. Okay. Okay, so for the last one, you're going to go for high knees. Okay. So nice and simple. You're going to go up. Okay. Just here, right? You don't want to be flaring. You don't want to be flaring your knees out. When we're doing high knees, we're kind of compile onto your shoulders. So up. Okay. If it helps, hands out, want to be able to reach your hands, okay? We're just going to do 15, so we're going to do almost 15 on each. Okay?
15
Nice and each. Just the one set, just the one set. Okay? So when you get to 15, you're all good.
So 15 on
Yeah,
this
on
side.
each side. Yeah.
Nasty.
Okay. So we're going to warm up and stretches. Feeling good? So get yourself a drink of water first of all. Okay, so now we're going to be moving on to the main component and we're going to move on to the roar. So this is now where you get properly warm. We're going to be working at a higher rate. Okay? Let's move through. Have you got my controller thing? Don't click it please, because that will stop it. Okay. You can sit in just the one here, yeah? Okay, I'm just going to adjust the camera so you can see client moving. 1 second. There we go. Move a little bit closer. Okay, so yes, you can have them in. Okay, so I'll show you how to use it effectively. So off club, baby. So with the rowing machine, firstly, sit on it. Sit nice and so depending on what size of shoe you are, you have a little clips here. Okay, so for me, I'm pretty small. We're going to make sure so on the hip, we're going to lift it up. And it's a slide, okay? Just like that. Okay? You want to make sure that they're matching on both sides, okay? So, to safely use this machine, we're going to put our feet under. First of all, with 1 foot at a time, so we're going to come up and into the heel holder from here, where it is a latch. We're going to pull this in, make sure we've got that nice and safely, and then move on to the next foot, okay? Same again, in, and latch on. From here, hands right here. There are 10 different settings on the machine. Wavelength depending on how hard you want it to be. 1 being the easiest, 10 being the hardest. Okay? So because this is the main component, the main CV component, we're going to be wanting to push you a little bit. We're going to be going from 6 to 8. Okay? So it's currently on 6 now. As you can see, there's a display screen here. As we pick up the bar, we're going to keep our back straight. Back straight, hips in, and from here, when you start rowing, we're going to kick our legs out, but we're not going to push back. We're going to keep in, from here, back straight at all times, and when you get to the back, you pull the arms in, okay? You're not going to want to do 2 motions at the same time. We're in nice and slowly, back straight, constantly, knees in, keep your firm back, and here we go. Yeah? As you can see, you have everything here on your screen, your calories, your meters, split calories, projected meters. When you are done, we're just going to come in nicely, sit it and hold it. Same as we go on, 1 foot at a time, nice and easy, okay? Do you have any questions before we start? None at all. So for this 10 minutes, we're going to be working at an 80% max heart rate. So we're going to be wanting to be going a little bit harder than the official warm-up, okay? Nice and easy. I'm just going to move the camera back now so we can get full view of the client on the roar. There we go. When you're ready, we'll start on 10 minutes, okay? When you're ready. So in terms of the RPE scale, 1 being the easiest, 10 being the hardest, we're going to be working at about a 7 to 8 or 8 to 9 RPE scale. which means you're working at 80 to 85% of your maximum rate. Okay? So do you feel ready? Right, 10 minutes when you're ready, and let's sleep. Okay? 10 minutes. Yep, there we go. And nice and easy. There we go. It's okay to lean a little bit, but you want it to go back straight, yeah? There we go, good form. Nice, good. Good form, simple. Get the muscles nice and warm, okay? Get the heart rate going on. Good. That's what we want. This is almost like an all body workout. We're going to be using our calves, our hamstrings, our quads. Also a little bit of your back, your backs, a little bit of your motion, a little bit of your biceps. And especially forearms when you rip the through. Good, there we go, good form. Nice. How are we feeling? Feeling good? Yeah, keep it going. There we go. Right, 2 minutes and 10 seconds, then go all the way. As we can see, client's form is really good. Back is really, really good. Straight back. Keep that momentum up, keep that up. Good, there we go, good. You feeling really warm? Good. You've not got too long left. You're doing really good. Going to move around the client, get a different angle. Client's doing really well, client's doing really well. 4 minutes in. Good. Good work, good work. Then we're down to the halfway point. Halfway. Good work, good work. Just almost 1,000 words. Almost done. Almost done. Here we go. 3 minutes to stay. Almost done. And move the right angle again. Thanks from really well. Almost done. Second. we're getting some rest after this, okay, so go on. Yeah. So, almost 2 minutes left, 2 minutes. Yeah, 2 minutes. Keep going, come on, we can do that. A minute 40, come on, a minute 40. Set it at 1500 metres and we get to 2000 to go. You've got it. There we go. Nice. Right, come on. 1 minute left after this. 1 minute. You've got it. Nice and easy. Good. Come on. Push the last minute. You've got it. 1 minute left. Good. 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 Last 30, push it, last 30. You got a nice air break after this. Come on. Come on, keep the form, all moving. Good. Good. 10 left, 10 left. Good. Well done. Well done. What we're going to do now is we're going to go back into the studio we began it. We're going to talk over the first part of the session so you feel just a little breath back, get a drink of water. Nothing too crazy, okay? Just give you a chance. So, if you follow me, Henry, we're now going to move back into the studio. And you hear me? And you hear me? Yep, in the PT zone. Okay, so very well done for the first part. Before we move on to the next part, which is the kind of final stage, that is the main resistance training part of the section. Are there any questions you'd like to ask? Anything that you're unsure of? How did you feel in the first bit? How did you feel?
Feels good. Mainly feeling my biceps.
Yes, when you're using the row
back as well.
because of the pulling motion you're doing, anything that's pulling is your biceps. Anything that's pushing is your triceps, okay? Warm-ups felt good. Any niggles, any injuries, nothing? Brilliant. Okay, we'll give you a minute's rest, and before we do that, we're then going to move on to our next part. Okay, so as discussed in the start, we're going to start on free weight dumbbell press incline, okay? Now, if we didn't go over at the start, what we're going to be doing is something called 4 steps. Now, 4 steps is when I get you to do your normal working sets, which is going to be today 3 times, okay? We're going to be working in the area of hypertrophy, okay? So kind of failure, if that makes sense. 4 steps are going to be when you finish your sets at the very end, and you're at failure. I'm going to assist you just a little bit, just so you can keep getting the reps up, okay?
For the last rep or for the...
For the last set, after you've done 3 times, we're then going to get you at the very end, just to keep doing reps, okay? So the next one we're going to be doing pull-ups. This is going to be working the latissimus dorsi, okay, which is sides of your back to make it easy. Again, we're going to be doing 310s of them. We're going to be sticking to 310s for pretty much all of today. The next exercise we're going to be doing is bodyweight dips, and we will discuss the rest as we move forward, okay? Are there any other questions before we go and start? No problem. So if you follow me, we're going to be moving through to the main free weight section of the gym. You ready to go?
Yeah.
Follow me when you're ready.
I'll take any of those.
No, that's okay. Right, so I'll follow you. So as you can see, we're just moving through the free weight section of the gym. Nice and easy. So we're just going to get one of the end benches. We'll get the start. Yeah, we can do this one. No problem. Okay, so make sure I have got a good set for this. Okay. So what we're going to be doing with this, Henry, because this is a free-weight incline. Usually you've got 3 different settings. You've got decline, flat or incline. Today we're going to be sticking to incline. What this is going to work is your pectoralis major, or in simple terms, your chest, okay? So today, just to start off showing you a lot of movement, we'll move into our proper working sets. So, just for demonstration, first of all we're going to pick the desired weight. A lot of people like to start off with having it on the floor, or like to, if you're in advanced, people have it from their knees, okay? So, when starting, we're going to ensure the bench is first of all set up to the select level, okay, that you want. The higher it is, the higher up it works your chest, okay? From here, nice and easy, just going to lift up. From here, a lot of people like to kick back. Today we're just going to, nice and easy, going to push back with our knees on it. We're going to make sure that our feet are nice and planted on the floor, okay? From here, starting position, nice and easy. With your elbows at a 45-degree angle, and we're going to be pushing up from our chest, okay? Nice and easy. On the way down, make sure that you're nice and slow. You can get a 2 to 1 tempo and back up, okay? We're not dropping the weight. Nice, slow controlled. Down, back up.
What is 2 to 1 tempo?
2 to 1 tempo is 2 seconds down the way. So 1, 2, 1. Okay? Time under tension is very important. The more time under tension, the more your muscles are going to get worked and fatigued. Okay? So, what we're going to do is, we're going to pick your desired weight to start. Because we're doing 3 sets of 10, and we're going to be doing 4 steps, we're going to start you on good weight that you can manage nice and easy. Okay? So to start off, let's start with 14s. We're going to get your chest nice and warm, okay? So if you go and we have your 14s, we'll get started right away. So, from here, remember, nice and easy to lay back. We're going to flip them up. Nice and easy, you don't want to fly back. Nice and slowly and controlled, yeah? There we go. From here, we're going to make sure your elbows are at a 45-degree angle, not pushed in or out, right? You want to have the weight slightly, just like this, yeah? Right, so, 2, 1 on the way down, back up, there we go. There we go, we're going to do 3 sets of 10, yeah? We're going to keep our feet planted on the ground all times. Yeah? Make sure you get the depth as well. The more it is, the better, the more stretch we're going to get, yeah? Nice and simple. There we go. so in between these sets, we're going to have 90 seconds rest. So a minute and a half. Ready, stop. How do you feel after that set? Okay. Where do you feel working the most? Yeah. So this is your pectorals major, yeah? Main portion of your chest. So, the next set, that feel okay? The weight felt okay? Manageable reps, okay? The next set we're going to do, I'll give you 18s, yeah? So for the set, same again, 3 10s. Really ensure that our legs are kept on the ground at all times. Understand? Good. When you're ready, same again. 45-degree angle, nice 1-2 tempo. Yeah, don't move it too fast, not too slow either. When you're ready. There we go. Right, because you're 4 steps, I'm going to help you on these last 2 sets, okay? So when I see you're struggling, I'm going to help with this. Yeah? So when you get to 10. There we go, good one. Nice, good form. Good form. Okay. So when I assist now, very silent. There we go, good. Good. Yeah? Good. We're going to go 6 more, okay? Good. Keep pushing it. That's good. I'm with you. Nice and slow. Keep that tempo. Good. Nice work. Then give it 2 more. Ready? Good. Last one. There we go. Good work. Right. Rest for 9 seconds. Get some water. How are you feeling? Feeling good? That was good. Good set. One more set. We're going to stay in that weight. That was a pretty good weight, okay? So as soon as the 10 reps are done, we're going to go straight into the 4 reps again, yeah? And then the next exercise we're going to do pull-ups, okay? We ready? 90 seconds already. 2 seconds into the work. Is your chest showing? Is it feeling pumped up?
Yeah, that's
Good. Good. Many different ways you can train strength, hypertrophy, endurance, steroid and hypertrophy, okay? It's not all about mass, it's about endurance. When you're ready, same again. It's really good form. Nice and simple. Up on the back, go for 10 reps. Yep. There we go. You've got it. Good form. Good form. Legs planted. There we go, 2 more. Right, you've got it, ready? Ready? There we go, right, I'm with you. Good. Right, back up. Come on. There we go. Good. There's a lot of reps. That was good. How are you feeling after that? Feeling good? That was good. Feeling good, mate. There's no point of 4 steps to go beyond failure. Yeah?
It's good. I'll put these back.
Yes. Thank you. while we do that, we'll be ready to move on to our next exercise. Yeah? Okay. So, me and the client are now moving to the next exercise. We're 40 minutes in, we're doing good. Follow you to the pull-up. Yep. No, over to the dipping one, next to the rowing machine again, yeah? Nice and easy. Nice and easy. Right. So when we get to the pull-up machine, we're just going to be doing 3 10s, okay? Oh. Let's go up to the upstairs one. It's okay.
I need to bring a towel when I come with you.
Okay, for this one, Henry. Nice and easy. Same again, same rep range. 3 10, okay?
This one?
Yep. Okay, as the gym was very busy tonight, we did not get the free weight one, but we've got assisted pull-ups, which is still okay. Okay, so what we're going to do to make it as easy, as not as easy, as body weight as possible. We're going to take the weight out. Okay, so as this is assisted pull-ups, as you can see, we're going to put our knees on this. So to mount the machine properly, we're going to first of all one hand on the handle, one foot on a peg, nice easy step up, okay? From here, we've got 2 different types of handles. Now, different pull-up, we'll go from the back pull-up side of front. Today, we're just going to be doing nice and standard pull-ups or chin-ups, okay? From here, we'll have one knee on first, as you can see, start to drop already. Next, back one, okay? So, from here, as you can see, we're quite low. So, the next what we're going to do is, it's a simple, nice squat. What's going to work? Nice up and down. Yeah? And when you're getting off it, as you can see, I've lowered it down. Get one foot on. You're going to raise the knee up. Nice and simple. Back on. If you're struggling now, you can change your grip. Or if you are really struggling, you can do the assisted one. Okay? Same again, we're going to go 3 to 10 reps and see how you deal with that, okay?
Should I run to the toilet, is that right?
Yeah, that's fine. Just use the one behind me. Client's just away for a minute. Just go back. Perfect. Okay. As stated before, 3 sets of 10, nice and simple. Any questions?
So you held on here.
Yes, I
Should
did.
I also, or should I go wider?
So, depending on the wideness of the grip, depending on the difficulty of the pull-up, and it also works different areas of your back as well. So to work the lambus dorsi as much as possible, you want to kind of go from a mid-range to wide grip. So as you can see, the bar bends at certain points. Where it starts to bend, we're then going to put our pinkies there, almost as like a meter to show where we are. Same as last time. Simple, nice and on, and then let that drop, and in. From here, we're going to engage our back straight away. Pull up, slowly all the way down. Okay? One, same as this, back up, and all the way back up, step off the machine safely and effectively. Yeah? Understand? If it does get a little bit harder, that's okay. We can put on the assisted method, okay? Yes. Or 3/8, that's okay. When you're ready. Good. That's okay. That's okay. Right, you want? How are you feeling now? Is that all right? Okay. That's fine.
Try different.
We're now go on assisted pull-ups. This is an adaptation in the program that we have made. So client is now showing again assisted pull-ups. As you can see, we've added 23 kg on. Client's in good form, working the latimus dorsi, which is in the sides of your back. How are you feeling? Good. Good. There we go. Feeling good? Good. So we're going to go for almost a minute rest. How's your back feeling? Good? Yeah, that's fine. That comes with time. We're good. We're sitting in 46 minutes. Feeling okay for the same set, yeah? Okay. When you're ready, we're going to go for the same again. This is also working the biceps, brachii, the forearms and the latimus dorsi too. Good. Good form. Good. Good. Nice. Okay, so we're going to rest again, we're going to stand about a minute, okay? And then get one more set of this, and then we're going to stay in this machine, and then going to transition into body weight dips if possible. If not, we then can adapt the exercise into the assisted dips, same as we've done for the pull-ups, okay? Remember, we're sticking to that hypertrophy, and we're going to be doing 3 sets of 10 again. How you feeling so far? Any questions? You feel it? Good. You should be feeling it in all the right places. You're doing good, well done, keep it up. You ready? Last set, you can do it. When you're ready, just sit. Good. Keep that 2-1 tempo, same as the chest press. Good. Nice form. Good. Keep pushing, good. Good work. Okay. Get yourself a drink of water and you can rest for a couple of minutes. Okay, so now, like I said beforehand, we're then going to transition into body weight dips. Okay? I will demonstrate them now. So, for dips, same as the last pull-ups, then you're going to step up on the machine. Because the gym has been quite busy in terms of the machines, we did not get to use the free weight dip machine, okay? So we're now on the 16th machines to adapt to our program, okay? We're still doing the exact same exercise, just on a different machine, okay? So from here, we've got 2 handles, as you can see. Depending on what portion of the gym you want to work with, we're going to change these, okay? So, the wider they are, better stretch you can get in your chest. So for me, have it in the leg. Okay? From here, we're going to set your desired weight. We're then going to put one knee on it, just the same as the pull-ups, and the second one on. Yeah? From here, because your body weight, it's going to lower down. You want to get a good bit of depth on this. And back up, okay? Nice and slowly. Then you keep that 1-2 tempo all times. Back up. Then we go 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1. Yep, same to go off in the dismount. Gonna lower this. Back on. Same again. Okay? This exercise is going to be working again your pectoralis major and your triceps. Okay? So for this one we're going to do 3 8s. Okay? 3 8s, yes. If you get 10, go for it. Understand? Okay. So when you're ready we can set off. Good. Good set. That was good. How are you feeling? Where are you feeling that the most? Where in your body are you feeling that? More tricep, okay. So, when you are dipping, there are 2 ways you can dip. The further over you are, the more chest. The more straight up you are in terms of dipping, you're using triceps, okay? So that just depends on how far you're moving. Obviously, because it is an assisted machine, you have the knee pad to stop you doing so, okay? Again, that was just an adaptation you have to make to the program due to the fact that we didn't the machine. Does the rate feel okay for you to lower it? That's fine, no problem. No problem, that's fine. No problem, that's fine. We're almost done. We'll do another round. When you're ready, we're going to set off again. Nice and easy. Keep that 2-1 tempo. Nice. Good. Good work. Good. So, just moving on to the last set. Rest for a minute, get a drink, rehydrate. Shake off a little bit, shake your chest, shake your triceps. Good, that's good. Okay, last set, nice and easy, same again. 3 8s, 3 10s. I think you push the 3 10s if you can. Okay? Good. Finish the last set off strong. And you'll be glad to know we're going to be working on arms next. Good to go. Good. Nice and easy, same again. Good. Good sets, Henry. Good sets. That was good. Really good. Okay, how are you feeling after that? You look good? The 3 sets to 10 kills you, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, you'll be glad to know we're also not moving downstairs again, we'll be moving just over here again. Okay? So, when we get over here, I will explain to you what we're then doing. Okay? Okay, so what we're going to be doing is we're starting off with a thing called a tricep. Okay, so what tricep means is basically working the same muscle group in 3 different exercises. So the first one we're going to be doing through is free weight dumbbell curls. We're then going to go for some hammers and then waiter curls. I'm going to take you through the sets. Same again, we're just going to be working 3 sets of 10 hypertrophy, okay? So what we're going to do first of all is, I'll show you a quick demonstration. I'll just grab the 8s for example. I'm going to move the camera just so you guys can see. So, from here, Henry, if you come in the frame for me please. What we're going to be doing is, legs kind of shoulder width apart, nice and easy. As you can see, with 2 in my hand. What we're going to do is, as we curl, we're not swinging. You see how my elbows at all times are nice and pinned. Yeah? My elbows don't really move from my sides. The only reason for this is, if I do start to move, I'm then taking the tension off my biceps, the muscle group that I'm working. Therefore, I'm not getting that effective weight and I'm not going to grow. Okay? So from here, same again. Legs shoulder width apart, elbows nice and pinned, shoulders back and relaxed, and we're going to be nice and straightforward. You can do 1 at a time, or depending on advanced, you can do 2 at a time. We're going to stick to that 2-1 tempo, so we're going to go 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1. Nice and simple, yeah? 3 times of that. Let me know when you're ready and we can shoot off, yeah? I'm going to put the camera just in front, just so it sees both of us. Yeah? When you're ready, 3 sets of 10, nice and easy. So as you can see, clients form, elbows are pinned in. There we go, nice. There we go. How are you feeling?
Lightweight.
Lightweight? Good. Well, the whole point of hypertrophy is to not go maximum weight, okay? We're working the muscle fibres. Good. Nice and slow, good. Good work. Press it. Good, there we go. Now we can rest for a second. How are you feeling after that first set? Good?
Yeah, good.
Good. Glad to hear. Form was good, elbows were good. Yeah? Make sure that when we are getting to the top, there's a nice squeeze, okay? And all the way down, yeah? Good work. Yeah? Good. Right, next set when you're ready, set off. We're setting just an hour now, so we're not doing too bad, okay? Good form, keep the form good. Nice, good. you feeling after that set?
Worse than the first set.
Worse than the first set. Okay, we've got one more set to go for the standard bicep curls, then we move on to the hammer curls. Okay? Still working the bicep bracket, but just a different side of it, okay?
After this set, I'm going to refill the water.
Okay, no problem. Again, we're downstairs, okay?
Still one more set.
So are you ready? Good work. One. Planche form still remains good. Third set. Nice and slow. Nice. Just keep them pinned at all times. Straight back, out to shape. Good. Good. Nice, good. There we go. Great, how are you feeling after these sets? Good? Okay, while you're resting, I'm going to demonstrate the next exercise that we're doing in the tricep. So the second exercise in the tricep group, then we work on to hammer curls. So, as the first exercise you just demonstrated was the bicep curls. As you can see, with the bicep curls, we're going to be having our hands in a supination position. That's bicep, okay? From the next hammer set, we're going to change it from supination, then change it to this way, okay? So notice how we're then in a hammer, almost hammer, okay? From here, same again. Legs shoulder width apart, elbows pinned in. The only difference is your wrist. That's it. From here, same again. Nice and slowly up the way. As I said beforehand, you can either do one hand at a time or we can do two. Nice and simple. Nothing's changed apart from the wrist. Okay? That's it. Nice and slow. And 3 sets of 10. Do both if you want. No big difference, okay? Any questions? When you're ready, we can move on to the first set of hammer curls, yeah? Okay? As you can see, client's form is still really good. Client is having elbows pinned in. Good. Keep that up, Henry. Good. How are you feeling? Feeling good? Good work. Still resting for a minute, 30 seconds.
So what's that, the long head?
Yes. So, good question. When you're doing a normal bicep curl, your hands are in the supination position, you're then working the short head, okay? From here, we're working the long head of the bicep bracket. You kind of get the longer one, okay? You're not getting so much of a peak, but you're getting the longer bicep. The difference is with the normal bicep curl, you're getting more of a peak, yeah? Understand? But then again, it just depends on how you want to train and how you want to live and what you want to do in the gym, yeah? Everyone is different. That's what different training systems are for also. So when you're ready, we move on to the second set. 3 sets of 10 hammer curls, yeah? Nice, good. You feeling it burn? Good. One thing I will say with the curls is, you want to make sure you're reaching the bottom, not walking out fully, but almost straight and back up. Not too much to let your arms rest though.
Right here.
Yep. A little bit more if you can. There we go, good. Good. How are you feeling? Good work. Push it. There we go. Right, you ready for the last set? You really well. Really well.
Changed it.
Yep. Really good. Working all areas of the arms today. Been really good. Any questions on the resting? Yeah, shake off for a second, Henry. Just make sure you're not building up any lactic acid. Just shake off.
That's why I'm
Just drink. There we go. Nice and easy. Okay. Okay. All that rest. Feeling good?
I didn't feel it when you were waiting.
Good. Yeah, you will. You will. That's the blood going to your muscles, yeah? Right, when you're ready, move on to the last set of hammer curls, then you'll be moving on to weighted curls. Yep, I'll demonstrate that after. When you're ready. Off you go. There we go, nice and easy. Keep the form. Good work. Good work. Good work. Okay, how are we feeling? Yeah. We're going to rest for a minute, okay? Nice and easy, good. Okay, so for the next one, we only need one dumbbell. Yeah, nice and simple. So remember I used the supination? So supination is when your hands are in this position, okay? Think of like you're holding a bowl of soup, that's what I'm in, yeah? So from here, this one's called weighted curl. So when you have the weight, like a weight we're doing, you're holding the tray, nice and simple. Both hands, we're going to have it on the edge of our palms on each hand, yeah? So you're almost half and half on and off. From here, nice and simple. A lot of people recommend you have them at the front or the side. I like to have them at the front so I know that my elbows are again pinned in. Same with the legs, that never changes. Legs shoulder width apart. You want to keep the nice and elbows pinned in. Keep the tension in the arms, okay, at all times. From here, we're going to keep the same tempo, same section reps, 3 to 10. So from here, we're going to lift up and squeeze. Okay? Back down the way. We're almost going to walk out. Back again. Nice and easy. Yeah? You will feel this a lot more. This is going to be building the peak of your bicep, i.e. the short head. Yeah? Same again. Which the camera can see from here. Up, nice and slow. From 1 to 2. So 1, 1, 2. 1, 1, 2. Yeah? Understand? Any question for myself?
10 again.
10, 3 10s, nice and easy.
Your biceps.
No, we've got to work them, you know. Same as every muscle group. When you're ready.
So, just here.
Yep, just here. We're going to put the hands in. Think you're holding a tray. Up and down, nice and easy. Yeah? When you're ready, we can set off. Good form from client. Where are you feeling that most? In your peak, your bicep?
Definitely.
Good. Just moving the camera for a different angle. It's fine. Good set. Yeah, good. rest off for a minute, go straight into the second set, okay? Nice and easy. Okay, so after this, we're then going to move on to the last exercise of the main resistance component. We're then going to move on to triceps. Okay, so we'll work all areas of the bicep brachial, hammer curls, biceps, waiter curls. We're then going to move on to tricep pushdowns on the cable machine, okay? When we are downstairs, I'll demonstrate while we're still resting. So when you finish this set, my demonstration time will be your resting time and we can get straight into it. Understand? Good. When you're ready, we're doing the last set. Finish off with a bang, yeah? Good.
So only doing 2 sets of this, or 3.
3. Good form. Good, good. I like to see it. Good stuff. Good work. Feeling better? All good? Yeah? Finish off this resting period and we'll go straight into the last set and then downstairs, okay? Nice and easy. How you feeling so far? Nice. Fine, demonstrating his arm pull.
That's it.
Right, last set.
Should I go for more than
No, we're
10?
going to stick
or-
to 3 to 10. If we were doing that, that would be forced set. Okay? So we're sticking to the 3-10 as of now, okay?
Okay.
Just a tricep. Nothing more to it than that. When we're ready. Good. Good work, Henry. Good. All good? Okay. Let's put the weight back and we will head downstairs to go to the last exercise for the main component, okay? So I'll follow you. So we're just over an hour and a quarter, we're sitting on good time. Okay. Right, over to the tricep machine, Henry. The cable machine, yep, let's go. Just go to the far end one there, Henry. Yep, there we go. Okay. Okay, so this exercise is called the tricep pushdown. Okay, so it's in the name. The triceps, this is the back of your arms. Okay, so we work the biceps. Whereas if you looked at a photo, it would be the front, the triceps, and the back. Okay, yeah. So from here, we're just going to put up a standard demonstration weight. You step up to the machine. We're going to make sure that it's on the high set. Okay. From here, we're going to grab the ropes, same as always, feet shoulder width apart, or right pinned in, depending on how you want. From here, step back just below the spine. When we pull the rope down, same as the biceps, we're going to keep our elbows pinned in as much as possible. From here, nice and slow, and we're going to give a squeeze at the bottom, keeping the arms pinned in at all times. From here, this will only be isolating the triceps in the same motion, the same tempo, 1-2 tempo. As you can see at the bottom, when I'm getting to the bottom, I'm flaring my wrists out. By flaring my wrists out, I am then extending and having more tension on my triceps and allowing a bigger burn, yeah? So I'll show you a couple more times, nice and easy. We'll 1, 2, 3, right? Nice and slow, we'll back up, okay? So, if you'd like to go for a first set of 10, just on the lower weight, just for demonstration purposes. We'll see how you are. Yeah?
Stand about here.
Stand about here. You want to make sure that you bring it in. The elbow is coming in from here. Then you push down. Yeah? There we go. Nice. Back up. There we go. Good form. Good. How's that feeling?
Having tired biceps doesn't help.
No, it definitely doesn't. But it's good form so far. Okay? Keep them pinned in at all times. There we go. So on these ones, what we're going to be doing is, this is actually going to be a drop set, okay? So on the final set, I'm going to drop it 3 more times, okay? So that was the first set there. Move up to the second weight of desire. So what was you comfortable with the second set? So this was sitting at 14 kg, we can move it up to the 23. Okay, so for the second set, trying to move up to 23 kg. Same again, we're going to be doing the same set, 10, okay? Nice and easy. When you're ready, set off for 10 reps. We'll show the client's form. Good form. Good. Nice and simple. Keep that pinned in at all times. Good. Good. There we go. Does that feel like a good weight to you? Yeah. Okay. So what we're going to do is on the third and final set, we're going to stick with this weight. And just in a drop set, it's only going to get harder, okay? Understand? Good. Right, now we're going to sit, we're going to rest, hydrate a little bit. Going to move the camera back to see. Point where you feel it the most. Yeah, the camera. And the back of the triceps, okay? Nice. Okay, so as I mentioned beforehand, this is a drop set. What we're going to do is, in the drop set, same as always, same form, same session reps, same weight. As soon as you get to 10, you're not going to have a rest. So when you finish your 10 reps, I'm then going to drop one weight, you're then going to go until failure, and we'll do it 3 more times, and then that is your done.
Would failure be 10
Until you
reps?
cannot do anymore. And then I'm going to drop the weight with 0 rest, no rest on the last 3 sets. Yeah?
So this is sets from now?
Yes. So this is client's last working set, then we're going to move on to failure. So failure sets does not necessarily mean you're going to do the desired sets in the first working set. So we're going to go for 10 right now. This is your last set, so as soon as you're done, we're then going to go to failure, okay? Yeah?
Ready?
Yep, when you're ready.
Or if you or someone else is in need of urgent or medical assistance, please contact the CCTV team by using a red emergency helpline or by dialing.
Nice, good form, good. Like I said again, when you get to 10, let me know. We're going to drop the weight.
In the designated safety station located near the entrance of the gym. If you suspect a fire, press the nearest red fire call point and leave the building immediately. In the event of a fire,
Good, come on, keep pushing, good, there we go.
by the remote CCTV team via the public
Right, quick rest. You're going to keep going, can't stop. Yep, so it's a drop set, we've went this week till failure. We're going to keep going until we can. And when you're done this set, we're going to drop that again. Good, keep going. Good. There we go. As many as you can, there we go. We'll drop it again without rest. Let's go. Keep going. Good work. After this, you've got one more set, and that's it. As many as you can. Good. Keep going, Henry. Keep going. Form still there. Don't lose the form. Don't lose the form. Good. Right, last one, as many as you can. Till failure. Good. Good work, good work. Good work. Nice. Good. Well done, well done. How are you feeling? Really sore?
Yeah.
Okay. So, that was the final exercise of the main resistance component. So far we've done the warm-up, we've done the warm-up stretches, we've done the main CV component, which was the rower. We've then done all of your resistance training. Now, to finish off, we're going to finish off on a 5 minutes, again, on the treadmill to cool down, get your muscles cool down, make sure you're stretching off and to avoid injury. Any questions? None at all? Okay, let's continue to move. Me and Henry are now moving to the treadmill. I will follow on.
Definitely going to refill my water.
No problem, let's fill it up there now then. Just fill it up there, Henry, yeah? Same again. Just going to get the camera in a decent angle. We're actually going to use this one. This one's on. The other ones are turned off at the moment. I'm not too sure why. I'm going to use this one, Henry. These ones are turned off for some reason. Okay. So same as last time. You can see both client and I. Okay. Yep. This one with the lights on. Just make sure you're in it as well. No bother. Okay. Same as last time. Because this is a cool down, similar to the warm up, we're then going to be working at kind of low RPE and a low heart rate. So we're going to be working at 2 to 3, we're working at 45-ish. So, same again. Same again. We're going to press the start button, we're going to clip it on, nice and simple like we did last time. When you're ready, right, when you're ready, 5 minutes cool down. We're going to go at a nice kind of slow walking pace, even a light jog if you need, okay?
So I done 7 speed last time.
Yep, so we're going to go in for a 3 right now, just nice and simple. When you're ready, 5 minutes on the clock. Just got a nice walking pace. So what we're going to do now is we're going to discuss the session we just had. Is there any questions, anything you weren't sure of, anything at all?
Say CV part of the section, what is that?
Okay, so CV in a short is cardiovascular, okay? And when we say resistance, that means free weights, fixed weights, and that kind of gear. Do you understand why we do a cool down and warm up?
I can't say I've ever done a cool down.
Okay.
Well, I've warmed up.
Okay, well cool downs are just as important as a warm up. The point of cool down, as it said in the name, is to cool down the muscles that you just worked. The reason for this being is after you've worked said muscles, it's quite normal to get muscle injuries, tightness, cramps and pains. The whole point of cooling the muscles down is that's to avoid that.
So how would I cool down my chest and my
How do you cool down the chest? We would either want a nice stretches, which we're going to do next. A cool down for this is nice to just get your heart rate going down. Okay? People often think that you just do nothing to cool down. That's a complete misconception. What we want to do is we want to cool down by just light movements, get the heart rate from a high beat to a low beat, okay? Back to its normal standard. Right, so we're just going to go on for the 3 more minutes left. There's a really well. It's a really good session, yeah? Nice and simple. After this, we'll be comes back to no. Just 3 stretches, then we're done. Okay? Nice and easy.
Just keep it at 2.5 speed.
Yes, keep this at 2.5 speed. If you feel you want to move it a little bit more, you can. But this is a good consistent pace for the program, yeah? Nice and easy. Good. Client's done extremely well. So we're just sitting at the halfway point here. No ball left, and we'll move on to stretches after. Okay? So I'll take you for the stretches that we're doing now. So the stretches that we'll be doing, child's pose, and we'll demonstrate them once we're in the studio. We'll do 3 stretches, we'll be doing child's pose, and we're going to be holding them to about 20 seconds, half a minute, for all 3, okay? Do you know why we hold stretches for over 15 seconds or more?
No.
Okay, so the only reason we do this is, if you were to do a stretch for the whole 15 seconds, you're not really going to feel it and it's still effective. It can to do with possible, but also the general muscles need a longer time to feel that stretch. If you stretch for 2 or 3 seconds, you're not going to benefit from it. Okay, it's probably actually worse for you. Yeah? So it's very important that you stretch as well as warming up and cooling down. It's good to do a full body stretch, but especially it's better to stretch the muscles that you've just worked because they'll be the most important. Yeah? So we're just sitting about 50 seconds out and we can move on to our stretches. Good. Well, we've got 30 seconds left and we'll move on to the studio. Good. Keep that going. Keep that going. How are we feeling? Good. Nice and cool. How's the heart feeling? Can you feel it decreasing in beat? Yeah? Good.
5 minutes ago, definitely.
Good. Do you now have a good understanding of why you don't cool down? Yeah? Good. Okay, so when I next 5 minutes, do me a favour, just click the big red button you see on the screen. And then be sure to unpin this emergency stop from your code. There we go. Client is safely and effectively off the treadmill. So what we're going to do now is, we're then going to move through to the studio for one last time. So I'll follow you through the studio. Good, there we go. Nice and easy. So, once you get the camera set up, I'll do it here, okay? So, from here, we're going to get a couple of mats first of all. So, I'm going to demonstrate the first stretch that we're going to be doing. So the first stretch we're going to be doing is called child's pose. Okay, so from here, both on your knees, back straight to start off with. From here, we're then going to almost sit into the back of our calves. From here, with our calves, you feel it really tight in here. We're then going to push forward. Using your abductors, pushing forward, keeping your back straight, and then straighten your arms right out. We're going to hold this for 15 to 30 seconds, okay? Right. Hold this just like this. When you're done, one hand at a time, back up, and move on. Yeah, nice and simple. When you're ready, set off, okay? It's okay. Yep.
And then, like this.
There we go.
I hope you can.
Good form. Good. Form. Almost at halfway point. Right, 15 left. How's that feeling now? Yeah, good. Okay, now we can get on. Okay.
That's pretty
That's also doing the stretch of the back and so also a bit of the back. Okay? The next one we're going to do is we've done a lot of arm work today. So the first one we're going to do is almost kind of elbow behind head. Okay? So first of all, what we'll do is behind here, as you can see, we're then going to grab this and we're always going to pull it across the way. Right? So from here, as you can see, one goes up and this pulls right across, almost wanting to touch your rhomboid, which is a muscle in the back. What this is going to be doing is this is going to be stretching your triceps. As you pull more, the triceps get stretched, okay? So we're going to hold this for 15 seconds. We're just going to do this twice. As in one each arm, yeah, just one each. 15 to 20 seconds on this one, okay?
Just keep my form.
Just keep the form. Let's see it. Good, and make sure the camera is in view, sorry. There we go. Good form, Henry. Good. Now if you can swap hard, shake it off a little bit. Good. Shoes on. Good. Nice. Keep that going. You feel the stretch in your triceps yet? Good. Good. Okay, so the next one we're going to do is going to be clasping the back of your hands together. Because you've worked your biceps brachii today, what we're going to be doing is, from here, nice and simple, just on the mat, we're going to clasp your hands, and also, from here, just push back the way, okay? This is also going to be working a little bit of your biceps brachii and your triceps, okay? So from here, we're going to have your hands out, clasp in, and push out the way, right? Almost bend your back a little bit. You want to hold that really tight for about 15 seconds if you can. That's okay. Your range of motion differs. Okay, that's different. That's okay. Try it as hard as you can. I know you've got slight range of motion issues, but that's okay. Good. Good work. About 10 more seconds.
I feel it in the biceps.
Good. You should. There we go. Well done. Right, there we go. So, we'll be back to know that we're moving on to the last stretch of the day. Because you've worked our chest, we're going to do chest against the wall. So if you follow me over to the wall, again, climb, over to this wall just here. Yep. What we're going to do is, nice and simple, as you work your chest today, it's good to stretch it off. It's a major muscle group. We do not want that to get injured, strained, or cramped or anything, okay? So, from here, nice and straight up to the wall, hands up. We're then going to step back a couple steps. From here, we're also going to lean into the wall. We're going to relax our shoulders. We're going to let our chest fall through. Make sure your head does not hit the wall. This also can stretch your hamstrings and your calves. but mainly we want to stretch our upper portion of the pectoralis major, okay? So from here, nice and easy, we're going to hold this, nice and simple, 15 to 20 seconds. Understand? So, when you're ready, we'll set off Henry, and this is the last bit of the evening, okay? When you're ready, nice. Are you feeling a big stretch? Good. Okay. Well done. That was really good. Really good. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to get our stuff, put the mats away after we have a hot shot, and then that's us. Okay, so if you are okay to grab the notebook, I'll follow you through back to the room we're in at the very start, just to finish off with things. We'll put the mats away in a second. Thank you. When you're ready, through we go. Okay. So, okay, well, thank you very much for coming in. How do you feel? Do you feel okay?
It was a very good functional
A
session.
very good functional session. Okay, what did you, any questions that you maybe want to ask? Anything you're unsure of or why we done?
No, not really. You explained it very well.
Okay, no problem. Well, this was a very good session. Thank you for coming along. Again, my name is Xander Lumsden, and this was my level 3 PureGym practical assessment. Thank you very much. Thank you. I'm just going to end this here. Thank you.